Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna give y'all a quick tour of my little micro studio here. There's not much to it. It's pretty budget friendly, so I figured I would just let y'all see what I use to record these videos. So to get started, the bread and butter of this is this Neewer tripod stand. It is the Neewer N284 Plus Go. I believe it's the 72-inch model. I'm able to telescope this boom up and down. And right now I have a phone camera mount because I was doing pictures earlier. But my newest gadget right here is this device where this screw will actually go into right here and it'll provide me with a horizontal boom to where I can go right over the table. So instead of having to use this 0.5 times lens that I'm using, which is my iPhone 11, I can use just a regular one lens so I get less distortion on my pictures. Next piece of equipment is the lighting. I believe this is also Neewer, however you say the company. But I just have two of these. I think they're called soft boxes, and then the umbrella lights there. I have one on each side. Let me give you the wide shot there. And then it came with this curtain right here where I can switch it to a white curtain or a green curtain. So whenever I'm taking pictures of board games right here, you can just kind of see the step stool on the camera that I'm using, but it's to kind of clean up the shot because on the other side of it is a bunch of junk. And if we take our attention to the ceiling, this came from Ollie's. All it is just a gigantic LED light that just provides additional lighting for the table. Right, getting up close and personal here is the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic system. I only have one mic and I don't have a lapel mic for it, but I use a USB-C to a USB, and this is I believe a camera adapter for the iPhone. And then that's just a spare iPhone 6 that I'll use if I want like a secondary camera. But this system will hook up to my iPhone 11 that I'm filming with right now, and that's how I get the sound. So instead of the phone being way up here about 3 or 4 feet from my face, I have the mic on my collar, so only about 6 or 7 inches away from my mouth. Okay, so stepping into the guitar world, we'll take a look at the floor here. I have a Helix floor unit that I use 100% for all of my guitar and bass tones. And then I have a dual channel running into a Focusrite Scarlett 18i20. And I have the inputs going onto the back, 3 and 4 I believe. And the output is going to just a single head rush. And I also hook up a mic, which is a Shure SM58.
Hello, hello, hello.
So I can sing at the same time as I'm playing. Guitar world over here. I'm a big Schecter fan. Fell in love with them a couple of years ago. So I'm sticking with my guns and going with Schecter. I have a 7-string. This is a KM7. I believe it's the Mark II edition. It's a very simple guitar. All it has is one volume tone knob. And I believe those are Seymour Duncan Pegasus. I bought it used, and he used EMGs whenever I look it up online, but those have Seymour Duncans. This is a Schecter Apocalypse, and I am a big fan. The Floyd is okay. I just really like the look of this guitar, and it does have the Sustainiac system in there. This is my primary drop tuning 6-string guitar. Stepping over to the bass, this is my newest addition. I believe these are called GT Mach 1 basses. I'm not normally a 5-stringer player, but I have to play 5-string primarily whenever I write 7-string songs. I guess I could tune a 4-stringer down to drop A, but it just feels weird. My other 2 guitars of choice that you saw at the beginning of the video is this Iceman that my uncle actually made for me. And those, I believe, are DiMarzio 59s. They're basically just modeled after 59 humbuckers. This is another Schecter Apocalypse, but this is a 7-string model. And of course it's the red rain color. Sustainiac Floyd Rose. And I forgot what Schecter calls their pickups, but yeah, that's their pickups in there. A little bit more of the bass world over here. I do have a Fender Jaguar on the right. That was my first 4-string purchase. And then the one on the left is the old 76 Precision bass. It's kind of a Frankenstein bass. These are made before the jazz pickups were even put into them for the PJ Modifieds. So this was actually done by somebody else. As you can see, that was routed out, not by a machine. And then this old Yamaha Pacifica, I don't play it much. The pickups are super buried. And then I have been needing to replace the nut. As you can see, I just have a piece of paper. I think that's on the G string because it's so filed down. I tried to play lefty for a while and it didn't work out. This may be the weirdest thing in my collection, but I do have different color felts because I felt like having different colors for each video would help make my videos look different and then kind of add a thematic look to each game. I recently shot Horrified and I figured the red would look really good, and then blue goes really good with map looking ones that have like land tiles, and then whenever I do a farming game like Uwe Rosenberg, have to bust out the green for farming. Last but not least is this Vimble that I'm using. I think it's called the Vimble 25 by Fiutech, however you say that name. I like it because it's a good stabilization tool. I use it whenever I do the hiking videos. I started using an Insta360 camera, but I didn't like the editing software or having to deal with editing where the camera is. As much as I like the freedom of a 360 camera, I kind of would like to know and look at where I'm shooting. You don't really have a screen to reference yourself on the 360. Anyways, guys, that's it on the tour. It's relatively inexpensive, this setup right here. It's about $200 for the lights, about 150 bucks for the Neewer camera stand, about 80 bucks for this Vimble that the phone's sitting on, and then maybe 200 bucks for the Rode wireless system. And then this is just a Walmart picnic table, and then I bought some felt at Walmart as well. So, not too much. You can make a quick little studio out of your bedroom. I have a big shop, so that works out for me. Anyways, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.